Let's go over this 70-watt rechargeable flashlight. I'm gonna go over all the different features, show you how bright this thing actually gets, and talk about who this flashlight is for, all to help you make a better informed buying decision. So this flashlight is pretty impressive. And it's also a 2-in-1 device because it doubles as a power bank, as I'll show you. So you can charge your phone in an emergency, which is really nice to have. Okay, so let's go over the main features of this flashlight. Okay, so this uses an XHP360 LED chip with 36 core beads. So what that means in plain terms is this is the latest generation of high power LEDs. So it's more efficient and brighter than older chips like the XHP90 or the XHP70. So you're getting better performance and a better battery life with this flashlight. Let me just have a look at the flashlight here. It's a really sturdy build. So we have the input here for charging, USB-A, USB-C, and then here's where we can adjust how wide the flashlight gets shown, and we'll show you an example of that. And then of course we have the 2 buttons for the different modes that we'll cover as well. And then on the bottom here, we have our lanyard attachment. Attach on all sides here. There's holes that we can add any type of ring that we wanted to. And then what also comes with this flashlight, you have your cable, USB-A to USB-C. Then we have 2 little lanyards that we can attach to the bottom of the flashlight. And then we get an extra little cover for the USB-C, USB-A in case this gets taken off somehow. That's a really nice addition. And then if we notice at the very bottom, we have a little thread. We can plug this in with this little metal piece as well if we wanted to. You screw that on in. So one of the things I really like about this flashlight is the zoom function. So you can switch between the spotlight mode, which gives you a more focused beam that reaches about 500 meters, and a floodlight mode with an 80-degree wide angle. Again, we'll go over a demo of this so you can see it in action. So if you need to see far down the road, you can zoom in. If you need to light up a whole campsite or your garage, you zoom out. So really versatile. And this also has 6 lighting modes. So most flashlights give you 5 modes. This one adds a super bright mode for you when you really need maximum output, which is really nice for a floodlight like this. They've also put the SOS and strobe functions on a separate button. It's this button here. So we have our main power button. Again, we'll go over the different modes, show you them in action. And just having this button, it just makes it easier to access during an emergency. Okay, so the battery and charging situation is really solid. It has a 10,000 mAh capacity, and then it has 2 5,000 mAh batteries inside. So you get about 4 to 8 hours of use depending on which brightness mode you're using. So if we open up the bottom of the flashlight, you can see the batteries. Batteries are included. Get 2 big green rechargeable batteries. You can see 5,000 mAh. You can put those back in. And what's nice about this is it charges via USB-C and it has fast charging built in. So about twice as fast as regular USB-C charging. So you can top it off pretty quickly. This also has the USB output port, so you can charge your phone. If your phone dies while you're out camping or during a power outage, you can plug it in and use this as a backup battery, which is really handy. So go ahead and show you that right now. So we'll take the included cable, plug it on in. Take my phone here, plug that in. Okay, and then we can see that the phone is charging at the top hand corner here. And then the build quality of this flashlight. So the body is made from aviation grade aluminum alloy, so it feels really solid. It's IPX5 waterproof, which means it can handle rain and splashing water, no problem. It can be used in a storm. And it also has heat dissipation built in, so it won't overheat during extended use. So this really is a rugged flashlight that can be used in a lot of emergencies. Okay, so let me show you how this flashlight works and show you all the different modes and just see how powerful it is. Okay, so we're in my dark garage. Let's go over the different modes that this has and just see how bright this gets. So we'll do the single mode. We'll go ahead and just press the on button. And we can see just how much light and how high this is going. So we have this on the spotlight mode with the telescopic head. We'll go ahead and twist the head just so you can show you the different modes that you could have. So you can just see how wide this goes. It's getting most of the garage. All the way up into the ceiling as well. And all we have to do is just twist and we can put it into spotlight mode. And the circle is getting a little bit smaller. Getting smaller, smaller still. It's not quite as high. So you can really adjust this, which is really nice. Keep going. Okay, now it's getting really small. Keep going, keep going. Now it's turning into a kind of a square. And we go all the way to the end of the telescopic head adjustment, where you get this cube. A bunch of little cubes in there, 6x6 grid. Okay, let's go back out. It's a little more of a floodlight mode. So we can just show you the different brightnesses this is. So the first button on here, let me shine some light on this. So we just press the power button on top right here. Go ahead and press the power button once more. Now we're on 75%. So let's cycle through those again. 25%, 50%, 75%. Let's go ahead and look around with the 25%. Okay, then look around with the 50%. Okay, then the 75%. So if you do have the flashlight on for a while, you will need to turn it off and turn it on, and then you can cycle through the 25, 50, and 75%. So pretty bright. Okay, and then if we press the bottom button here, then we can go ahead and turn on the 100%. There we go, much brighter. That is very bright. I'll just go ahead and show you, go ahead and take this all the way to the max here with the floodlight so you can just see how much this covers. I'll go to the corner a little bit so you can see. So this is getting the entire garage. As you can see, I got this whole car all the way up to the ceiling. Like no problem at all. Like the entire view that you're seeing is covered by this flashlight. So this really does cover a wide angle. I'll make that a little bit smaller. Okay, and then the bottom button, there's two more modes on the bottom button. Go ahead and double press. We got the strobe. Turn that off. And then we have the long press of the bottom button, and that's the SOS. So you can see that this flashlight really does cover a large range. You can really narrow it in with these telescopic head. And then of course we have the battery life. So right now we are at 75%. There's one more notch right above here. That would be 100. So we're at 75, 50, and 25%. Important to note that of course the head does get a little warm, but it does not get hot. Okay, so who is this flashlight for? Really anyone who wants a serious flashlight that can actually handle emergencies. So if you're into camping, hiking, or any other outdoor activities, this is going to light up the entire campsite. If you want something for your car emergency kit, this is also perfect. You've got the brightness, the different modes, the power bank, the different wide angle, all in one here. Also, if you just want a reliable flashlight for home emergencies, power outages, checking the breaker box, walking the dog at night. This is definitely overkill, but in the best way. I have no problem just taking this out as an everyday flashlight. I like using it. But if you're looking for something small and pocket sized, this isn't the flashlight for you. This is a really full-size tactical flashlight. But if you want serious power and versatility, this thing absolutely delivers. So this is a flashlight definitely worth checking out. The brightness is really impressive and the build quality is incredibly solid. Like, I feel like I can just throw this and it'll just be fine. You really can't go wrong with this flashlight.